Hello, church. It's great to be able to speak to you again. Today, in this update, I'm going to give you quite a short update because then I'm going to pass you over to a video that shows some of the things we've done as a church community this week to demonstrate that we care. Every picture in some ways might need a context, but just know that as you see a picture pop up, it represents somebody reaching out and showing care for somebody in need. Or maybe it's something that somebody received as a care package for somebody in need. There'll also be some testimonies, so please take the time to read those because they will encourage you. That will be a bit later on. So here I am again. It's becoming quite routine now for me to be in the prayer room, staring into a lens, hoping that somebody is on the other side. As a family, we sat down most weekdays for a prayer or a Bible reflection time. And today we just did something a bit different. And each of us talked and shared on how we were feeling. We are in the third month of lockdown. And to be quite frank, I think back in March, we all thought it would be over by now. And we're just getting the realization of how much there is to come. And each of us we shared something good that had come out of the lockdown, how we had connected with one another as a family in ways we probably wouldn't have in the busyness of life. We connected how we'd had time to reflect and to spend more time in prayer and listening to God, or just how we've been connecting with friends in different ways that has caused us to really listen and hear them. We also talked about how we were finding it hard. And although as a family we didn't use this word, but if I was to reflect on how each of us shared, we shared very well. I think we'd talk about there was a fatigue. It's like, here we go again. Some of them expressed it's school, but not as I know it and not as I want it. I'm interacting with friends, but not how I want it and not how I need it to be. And there was a tiredness and a bit of a fatigue in the ongoing way that lockdown is going. And I'm sure some of you are feeling like that as well. I'm sure you can point to some great things that have happened as a result of being locked down, but also finding it challenging. I want to remind you today that you are not alone. That if you're hearing me today, that you are part of a family that is far bigger than you could have realised. Not only is it the whole church, but let's bring it down. You are part of Solihull Christian Fellowship family, and we're in it together. You don't stand alone, although perhaps we can't stand next to you unless it's 2 meters apart. And I want to encourage us to just renew, again, I've done it before, but renew that call to reach out to other people. Some of you will hear it and it will go in one ear and out the other. Don't let it today. Maybe there is three people not normally on your radar that you could just pick up the phone to and have a conversation. Drop them a text. Do you know, you heard me say it a month or so ago, I was blown away when somebody sent me a card. I've had 3 cards through the post. So encouraging. Lifted me higher than you could have imagined. A simple card through the post. So church, can I encourage you to reach out to church family and be that gift to them, not just this week, but ongoing. But really, it's important now at this time. Yeah, the care week has ended, but our call to care has not. So we're in the middle of share the good news of Jesus. And I want to encourage you to press in, but I want to encourage you to think on this. This morning, I was Zooming with a very dear friend of mine. We meet every week for prayer, and it was the early hours of the morning. And he simply said, Ben, I just feel our focus should be on sowing the seed, not on trying to produce fruit. And as I just meditated on that, it's God's job to produce the fruit. Be released on having to produce fruit. Simply focused on the sowing and let God do what he does so well and bring forth fruit from what we sow. Don't forget, please send us in a picture, a testimony, whatever. How have you made use of those videos that we send out? How do I pray? How do I read the Bible? How have you just reached out and shown the love of Jesus to somebody else? On Sunday, Sue will share a word on grow and how we can still thrive and grow as followers of Jesus during this lockdown. And all throughout that next week, think about how you can share ways that you are continuing to grow as a follower of Jesus. Church, it's been great to be able to speak to you. Just before you come and just watch the video of the pictures, don't forget, every picture speaks 1,000 words. And even if you might not know what exactly went on in that moment, know it was somebody receiving care or giving care. Please take time to read the testimonies. They will edify your soul. They will encourage you. And don't forget, keep them coming in. Church, it's been great to speak to you. Don't forget to care, share, and grow.